Please pay attention, especially if you are looking for a partner, if you are engaged, if you are married and you don't have kids as yet. Or if you have still children, still very, very young, not adults. More so. There are 4 stages in every single one of us life that are absolutely crucial. 4 phases of our life that are absolutely crucial into determining what kind of a person I'll end up being. What kind of a personality I'll end up with. Very crucial. The first stage is the pregnancy phase. The time when I am in my mother's womb. Now, please, my daughters, pay attention. And my son as a husband. When your wife has conceived, there is a baby in her womb, what you need to do is to help your wife never ever to be angry, never ever to be in turmoil, never ever to be agitated while the baby is in the mother's womb. Let me tell you why. The baby, while in the mother's womb, is so smart, they will surpass our intelligence. So smart. Everything the mother feels, the baby feels. Everything the mother says, the baby feeds on. The baby feeds on. Example, if the mother is angry, the baby will be born with anger in them, whether it's a boy or a girl, and it will be seen once they are grown older. If the mother is broken, the baby will come out and you'll see them quiet. But if the mother is boiling up, if the mother is really upset, angry, the baby will come born, you'll see them never sleeping well, not eating well, crying a lot of times, and you'll say, I don't know what's wrong with my baby. You take them to the doctor most of the times, unless there is a medical issue, but most of the times they will say, there is nothing wrong with your baby, take him or her back home. Why then the baby is not eating, is angry, is upset? Because while the baby was in the mother's womb, the mother was upset, angry, disappointed, and you name it. The psychological effect on the child is the most crucial ever. Psychological effect can scar that baby in the mother's womb for the rest of their life. But we thank God for Jesus Christ of Nazareth. See? We thank God for Jesus Christ, His beloved Son. In pregnancy stage, one of the most crucial times, you want for your baby to be healthy. You want for your baby to be healthy in every aspect, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Be happy, mother. And my son, help your wife to be happy and to be comfortable. Because what goes around will come around. The baby is feeding on the mother, even her own emotions. Now, the second stage that affects us immensely is when the baby is born, from the time they are born till the age of 3. The first 3 years are foundational after birth. How you deal with the baby, how you treat the baby, this will be carried with them for the rest of their life. And let me tell you this, when someone, far from all of you, when someone loses their memory, whether they call it dementia, whatever it is, when they lose their memory, they are probably in their 80s, in their 90s. You ask them what you did 5 minutes ago, they will not know, but they will tell you in details what happened when they were a little child. Wow. Wow, because this is foundational. Foundational. They will remember every childhood event. But 5 minutes ago, I don't know what I ate. I don't know who I spoke to. I don't know who I am. The first 3 E's. Let me tell you, my beloved parents, you may come and say, Father, my son is lying to me. Now, I'm talking now in general here. I'll get to the stage where they pick up on a lot of things externally to their family circle. But in general, imagine this. A little kid always loves to play with the phone and answer the phone. Imagine your phone as a father rings. You have a 3-4-year-old child. They'll run to the daddy's phone and they know how to slide it. And they'll say, hello. The other person says, is daddy home? The child looks at daddy, daddy with the sign language. I'll finish you off if you tell him I'm home. Daddy's not home. Now this child brain is not fully mature to understand what a lie is all about. The child now is confused. He looks, daddy is home, but daddy is saying to me to tell the other person on the line, daddy is not home. I cannot comprehend what daddy is trying to teach me. I don't comprehend what daddy is trying to teach me. All I know, he's home, but he's saying, don't say I'm home. So with a confused answer, no home, bye. That kid grows older, becomes a teenager, and then he walks through the front door of your house and you ask your child, where did you come from? Were you at school? The child says, yes, Dad, I was at school. Then a few days later you find out that he was lying all along. And when you confront your son or your daughter, why did you lie to daddy? They will say, you lied to me when I was a little kid. I learned it from you, Dad. Thank you so much. I learned it from you. Another thing, parents don't ever do it. And I know we fail. Don't ever discipline your child with a smack. This is a baby. The baby is trying to understand. The baby is trying to prove a point. Now let me tell you one thing. Nothing in this life comes for free. When that baby is the reason for your laughter, he'll say it will cost you. I don't make your life for free, mom and dad. You will need to pay it back because nothing is for free anyway. If anybody says it's for free, they're lying. Nothing is for free. So when that baby was the reason, when you came home from work and you had a tough day, and then you come and the baby makes a gesture, and then daddy starts laughing and smiling, and the environment changes from a bad one into a good one. The child is saying, I was the reason for your happiness, Dad. Now you have to pay for it. How are you going to pay for it, Dad? Dad will say to that child, don't touch this place. The child says, no, you have to pay for it. I will touch it. Don't open this drawer. I'll open it. Don't pour the milk on the couch. I will. Because I don't make you happy for free. And secondly, just like you are part of the family member, I am also a family member. So you better respect my opinion, my thought, and my way. You do it your way, Dad. You better do it my way sometimes as well. So you tell me, don't do this, I'll do it. I'll do it. What do? Especially nowadays, nobody is patient. We blow up. I told you That's a 3-4-year-old. I told you 3 times, don't do that. Smack. The baby grows, remembers the smack. He'll pay it one day back to mom and dad. He'll pay it one day back. No one was born to be bad. No one. It's just things that we picked up along the way that made us who we are after maturity. The other crucial time, and I don't have the time to go through it all, the other crucial time is from the ages of 6 to 13. And then the fourth one is from the ages of 13 to 18. And congratulations, mom and dad, when your son or your daughter reaches the age of 18, that's it. They have formed the personality and the person they wish to be and choose to be. Now what happens? The foundation of that personality is mom and dad, home. The other way is the most influential relationship after mom and dad is friends. Oh, what a feeling, Corona. The most influential relationship after mom and dad are the friends. And when we become 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, all the teen, we become, after the 18, Thomas the Tank. Choot, choot. What friends have you chosen for yourself? And what friends have you allowed them to be influential in your life? This will be the second most influential relationship after parents, friends. In fact, friends can be more influential than your own mom and dad. Because what I cannot say to mom and dad, I say it to my friends. And what I cannot do in front of my mom and dad, I do it with my friends. Because my friends gave me the freedom to be who I wish to be. Parents never allow me to be what I want. They want me to be as they wish. The only ones who are true to me are my friends, because they let me be who I am. Wow. So who do I listen to? Friends. So along the way, from the mother's womb till the age of 18, the first 9 months, crucial. The first 3 years after birth, crucial. From 6 to 13, crucial. From 13 to 18, crucial. After 18, the tree is ripe. The trunk is fully mature. You cannot bend that trunk anymore. You want to straighten the tree while it's soft. Straighten it, tie it to a stick, and make sure it grows straight. The moment it's ripe and mature, good luck going and straightening the trunk. You will break the tree. And this is what happens when parents try to discipline their children after maturity. They make them run away from home. The tree is broken. The tree is broken. When I reach the age of 18, what have I learned from mom and dad? What have I learned from school? What have I learned from the world? What have I learned from my friends? What have I learned from social media? What have I learned? What have I seen? What did I allow myself to be exposed to? This will shape me and mold me into the human being that I become after 18. So along the way I said, you know what? I like lying because I can get away with it. So I'll be a liar. I'm going to be angry because that will really make people respect me. I put fear into them when I shout and break things. So I'll be an angry person. It is the emotional journey that affects us. Psychology is important, and this is why, for those people who claim that Mother Nature made us, you are wiping the faculty of psychology. So it can't be Mother Nature that made us. Why are you teaching psychology in universities? Might as well just wipe it out. Because psychology doesn't go with the hand of Mother Nature made me. Because Mother Nature has no emotions. Mother Nature has no feelings. Mother Nature has no love. Mother Nature has none of that. But psychology is all about this. They will tell you mentally how you are, physically how you are, emotionally how you are, and they'll try to bring you out of whatever trouble you're going through. None of this exists in Mother Nature. Mother Nature is pre-wired. 1 + 1 = 2. That's it, end of story. There is no emotions in Mother Nature. So I just don't know what they talk about. After 18, the person is formed, and whatever characteristics I've carried along, this is who I'm gonna become. But that was not me when I was born. I was a little dough, very fragile. My parents could have molded me, shaped me whichever way they wanted. A baby cannot reject or stand against mom and dad, but the adult can. So mom and dad, when you had that baby, did you take that baby to church? No. Did you read the Holy Bible while putting the baby to sleep? No. Did you show love to the baby as mom and dad? How did you act before that baby? Did you show that you love one another, respect one another, agree with everything together, not one opposite to the other? Not when the baby goes to dad and says to him no, then he runs to mom and mom says yes. You've destroyed your baby. What have you done here? You have put confusion in the baby's mind that mom is good, dad is bad. Or mom is bad, dad is good. And when mom is bad, when I grow older and I get married, I'll be never nice to a female. Because my mom, who is a female, was never nice to me. Or when dad was bad to mom. As a girl, I'll either be exactly like my dad, or I will never ever go anywhere near my dad because he was very bad to my mom. I'll do the opposite. But it's a 50-50. Not a very big percentage. It could go either way. But when parents agree, and a piece of advice, please, mom and dad, if anybody told you that parenthood is a holiday, you're mistaken. Who told you that parenthood is easy? It is the most difficult, the most troublesome of all. And God expects from parents to raise the children for Him, not for anyone else, for Him. It is the most responsible area of your life ever. In fact, marriage is the foundation of this realm. Foundation. Without marriage, there is no life. Where did the children come from? Where did this life come from? That's why, my beloveds, as parents, you are co-creator with God. You share the creation with God. God creates a human. As husband and wife, you also create a human. You make one. You are like God in this. Look how much God has granted you this priceless gift by making you the creators as well, like Him. You become co-creators with God. And guess what? The only place where a human is created is in marriage. When the man and the woman get together. There is no other place. I'm talking in the natural way, not in the weird way of the 21st century. Sick way, evil way, godless way. But I'm talking in the natural way, godly way, divine intervention. The only place where a human is created is in marriage. No other place. Because Adam and Steve cannot create It takes Adam and Eve to make a human possible. And enough of this nonsense. Bunch of fools, not realizing their head from their toes. Parents, piece of advice. I know life is very difficult, it's not easy. There is a lot of responsibilities. There is a lot of things I need to attend to. Especially nowadays, everything is gone up in prices. I cannot afford, I'm working 2 jobs. The husband and the wife are working. They're leaving the children. If they are not fortunate to have grandparents to look after them, there is the kindergarten, there is that preschool, there is that child care center. But let me tell you one thing. I know sometimes we cannot help it. We cannot do much about it. I need to put my child in a child care center in order for me to go to work, because 1 wage is never enough. 2 wages, we are barely making it. It's hot. Turn the aircon down a bit. Thanks, brother. I was just going to say that, and I saw you going like that, and I said, that's it. I'm going to make the call. An executive decision. Turn the aircon, make it cooler. So both parents are working. Not everybody has the privilege and the blessing of grandparents. And don't grandparents come extremely handy when you have children? Oh my goodness. Let me tell you this, daughter, don't ruin it with your mother-in-law, because she will be very precious for you in the future, in the near future. So don't ruin it with your in-laws. Be nice to them, because you may have to call them and say, Mother, can I bring my baby to you because I need to go back to work? I've been off work for the last 12 months. We are struggling. If I don't go, I'll leave without pay. Cannot afford it. So please, mother-in-law. She'll say, well, since you've been nice to me, no problem. Bring the baby. And since we mentioned grandparents, let me tell you this fact that you may not have been aware of as grandparents. Do you know why you love your grandchildren more than your children? Have you ever thought of it? You know why? For one simple fact. You see, when you had your own children, you were too busy working to provide for them and give them the best of the best. So while you were working, you missed out on their childhood. You missed out on their youthhood. All of a sudden, as a father, you saw your son 21. You saw your daughter 21. But what happened to all these 21 years? I was busy, my son. Sorry. I had to work 50 hours a week. And I was working even the weekends just to make sure you have a beautiful, bright, successful future. And when I came to enjoy my son and my daughter, they were already adults, and they went, found a partner, and flew away before I became their friend. So what do I do as a father and a mother? I'll wait for the grandchildren to come, because the grandchildren are your true children that you missed out on growing with them. Now, when the grandchildren came, I slowed down as a father. I was young when my son was born. I didn't have the time for my son. But when the grandson came, I am in my 60s. I am in my 70s. Automatically, I've slowed down. Maybe now I'm receiving pension. So as a pensioner, I have all the time under the sun. I'll take my grandchild to the park. I'll take my grandchild to a walk. I'll take them to shops. I'll buy them lollies. I'll buy them chocolates, presents, whatever they want. Why? Because I say to myself, I never saw my son, but I'm seeing my grandson as my true son, where I'm spending all the time with them. And this is why we love them more than our children. We never saw our children, but we saw our children in our grandchildren. But sometimes, as this person puts it so beautifully, He says there are certain people, they spread joy and happiness wherever they go and whenever they go. Did you get that? There are certain people, they spread joy and happiness wherever they go and whenever they go. Grandchildren, when they come, they bring joy and happiness, and when they leave with joy and happiness because I've had enough with them. Come, my son, get your children out of here. They've given me nothing but a hard time. But anyway, parents, I know life is hard. I know life is tough. You come back from work, both of you working, very tired, and then there's a lot of demands toward this child. So the best thing to do, I'll give him a mobile or an iPad, whatever, and just keep him busy off my shoulders. He take this toy and play with it because mommy's tired, daddy's tired. And they flip through that phone, and they flip through those things, and God knows what they see. Or I'm too busy sitting in the garage and smoking the argila. Or I'm too busy with my friends. Parents have the biggest responsibility. We need to make sure that the children are fed and fed correctly. Because at the end of the day, with all love and respect, I'm saying this, no one is the same as mom and dad. No matter how much you love the child, you can never give them that emotional, that mental, that spiritual food as mom and dad would do to their own kids. No matter who you are and what you are. The child is in need 100% of mom and dad. And this is why two parents with the same sex, disastrous. Disastrous. That's another reason why it's not from God. Because let me tell you this, what affects and drives the man is logic. What affects and drives the woman is feelings and emotions. This is why when a man goes shopping, it's totally different to a woman going shopping. Imagine the man wants to buy a pair of pliers. They go to Bunnings. The first entry, at the front entry of Bunnings, they see this beautiful young man or woman standing there. He will say, excuse me, where can I find a pair of pliers? Oh, it's aisle number 31. Thank you. He will go to aisle 31 and he will go straight to the pliers, grab him and run out of there as quick as possible. Even Speedy Gonzales, with all of his might, will not reach you with that speed. Arriba, andale, you want to go for some lunch, some dinner, you know. So you'll be Speedy Gonzales, straight to aisle 31, get the pliers and out of there, Bunnings. The woman goes shopping. See, that's logic. Logic sometimes is dumb. So you took all the effort in changing and sitting in the car and warming it on a very cold winter day and drove half an hour to Bunnings just for 2 minutes. What a shame. But the logic says 1 + 1 = 2. I want a pair of pliers, that's what I'm gonna get. The woman is affected by the emotions and feelings. She'll take you shopping with her. If you try to teach her to be you, you'll be sleeping in the street that night, baby. So she'll take you shopping. She wants to buy a box of tissues. Simple. How many levels is Parramatta Westfields? 5? She will take you through the entire 5 levels, even the car park with it. And she will go to every single shop. I don't know how many shops is there, 10,000, 20, I don't know. She will stop at every single shop from diamonds to gold to silver to linen to everything. And after 222 hours, she'll go and get that box of tissue. You are finished, gone with the wind. Every part in your body is aching. And then you'll argue, why didn't you just go and get No, that's how God made her. Feelings. She needs to feel everything, baby. Oh, let me see. Oh, look, they have a discount here, honey. Look at this. Look at this furniture. Honey, you wanted a box of tissue. No, no, please, please, please. Oh, look at the smell of the leather. Wow. And then she goes and sits once, 10 times, 20 times. Still not enough. I want to feel it. I want to smell it. Okay, let's go now. You like that one, huh? Because you know it's true. That's why you're laughing. You see, we laugh when we hit the sensitive chord. Oh, that's me. Ooh. Poor the man is pushing the trolley. Oof, oof. But he can't say anything. He'll be sleeping at his parents' house. He doesn't want to do that. All right. Or maybe he does. Well, if you want to sleep at your parents, just nag, okay? She'll take you home. So parents, when you have a child, you need to spend time with that child no matter how tired you are. Speak the language of love. Hello, honey. Hello, my angel. I missed you all day. I was working. Mommy was working. I miss you, Mommy. I love you, Mommy. You are my love. You're my heart. You're my life. I wish I didn't have to work, but Mommy works because of you. She does it for you. But it's okay, Mommy. Mommy's here now. Come, my child. I'll take that child to their room. I'll put them after my lap, after my bosom. I put them in their crib, in their bed. And then Mommy stays because the child misses Mommy, misses Daddy. And both parents need to come, sit with this baby, put this baby to sleep. What are you investing in that baby? You are putting in them something called security, peace, comfort, confidence. I think it's getting cold. And the ultimate you read to that baby is the word of the Lord. Read them a bedtime story, and you better choose that story to be the Holy Bible. There are so many beautiful children Bibles, amazing. Couple of lines, but it's imprinted in that child, engraved in that child. The child is getting their ears adjusted to the Word of God, to the voice of the Lord. When they grow older, they will automatically go to church because it's been embedded in those first 3 years. And before that, while he is in your womb, my daughter, read the Holy Bible as husband and wife together while the baby is in the womb, because the baby will get used to that beautiful voice. Trust me. When the time comes to an end, I feel miserable. This is the only time I breathe. After you leave, I suffocate. No good. Now we come into the topic. I'll breeze through it. Don't worry, I'll breeze through it. Now, the baby's born. The baby now is a teenager, is an adult, mature, is looking for a partner. Mom and dad, when the baby is in the mother's womb, from that moment, speak to the baby. Teach the baby to be generous, to be a giver, not a receiver. You have no idea what God has created. Life is very complex. The human being is very complex. The brain, with all the medical advancement, they are nowhere near how the brain functions. Nowhere near. Beyond complexity for the human intellect to fathom. And then you say it came because something exploded over 13.5 billion years ago. Are you serious? Speak to that baby. Say, my child, if you're a boy or if you're a girl, doesn't matter. As long as you're healthy. I thank God for you. But my child, I want you to learn. Speak, mama. Dada, speak. Speak to that baby and say, darling, when you come, okay, you be nice, you be kind, you always help, you always give. Don't be greedy, don't be selfish, don't just think of you, think of others before you. Teach them on how to learn to be a giver. For cheerful is the hand that gives, says the Lord. For cheerful is the hand that gives. Teach them because they don't know. You are the parents, you are the teachers. You need to teach the child to learn how to be a giver, how to be kind to others, because one day this son will be a husband, and one day this daughter will be a wife, and when they become one, they will know how to respect one another and be kind to one another, forgiving towards one another. You need to teach them from the womb. And when they come out to this world, always say, be kind, be nice, give, my child, do not be afraid. God always provides. Don't fear when you help someone, even if it's financial help. Whatever you give, God will give you back 100-fold moreover. Teach them to be generous. Generous. Because this is the truth. Are we going to take with us everything we save and sleep on? No. The grave will take it away from us, whether we like it or not. Be generous. Be nice, be kind. Give. Be that giving hand. Be that helping hand. Teach them from the womb till they are adults. Teach them.